Hey y'all, I just thought I'd go ahead and update you on how week 2 went. It is officially 2 weeks today since Glenna and I came home, and she is still doing really well. On Saturday we got up and went to a meeting for something that I'm involved in, and she did awesome. We came in and she, of course she had to meet everyone. Didn't let them pet her, but she, saw everyone. And we came in and she laid down and just laid there the whole entire time. And she did really well. And after that, we went to my grandmother's house, my family and I, to go swimming. And my grandmother has 2 dogs, and so we took Glenna and introduced them on leash, and didn't really go how I had hoped. One of my grandmother's dogs kind of snapped at her a few times, so that made us nervous. So she ended up having to stay in her crate most of the time. I would let her out every once in a while if the dogs were in the other room or outside or something. But I was disappointed because I had hoped they would get along. So that was disappointing. But she did really well. She did great. But other than that, that day went really well. Sunday we didn't do anything. We kind of hung out at the house and were basically lazy. Got some good playtime in, which I was glad about because I know she has a lot of energy. On Monday I had an appointment in the afternoon, and so before that we went out to lunch, and then we went to the appointment, and she did good there too. She just laid there. I had someone just watch her when I had the appointment. I got her situated, and then they basically just watched her for me. And she did fine. She just laid there. And then after that we went shopping, which was alright. Again, we're still getting used to it, so it was kind of hard navigating a store when my mom and my family that was with us didn't really know where they were going until the last second. So, and I have to be in front because otherwise Glenna will follow them. But they wouldn't know where we were going to go until the last second, and so it was kind of hard, but it was good practice, and I know we'll get used to it and get the hang of it eventually. After that, Glenna and I went and stayed the night at my grandparents' house, my Nana and Papa's house. It was a lot of fun. We went out to eat that night, and then came back and hung out at the house. And then the next day, we got up and we went to the movies. And then after that, we went out to eat. And she did pretty good in the movie. She was kind of restless, more than normal, but overall she did really well. It was only her second movie that we had been to together. Sorry. But overall, she did really well. And then at the restaurant, she did great as usual. Just laid there the whole time. She did awesome. I think at one point she actually fell asleep, which doesn't surprise me. After that, we came back to my grandparents' house and just watched TV and watched a movie, and I stayed the night again. And then the next day, we got up and we went and got my mom, and then we went back to my grandmother's house to go swimming again. And this time had totally different results. The dogs, we kind of reintroduced them to each other, and they did a lot better. Kind of just ignored each other. So, whatever works. It's kind of what Glenna and Chloe did at first, and then they eventually got used to each other, so I'm hoping that's what's going to happen, but they did fine, and so Glenna actually got to stay out the whole time, and just hang out. She pretty much just laid there anyway, but at least she had the option. And we, my family, or my mom and Nana and Granny and I went swimming for a couple hours and then went and headed home. And then that was Wednesday. Yesterday we went and ran a bunch of errands. We had to go register for some stuff for school and go return some stuff, and just run several errands, and she did really well. Oh, she just came in. But yeah, she did really well, and then today we went up to my school and went ahead and introduced her to the layout and walked her around a little bit, and showed her my classes and everything. And that went really well also. She did awesome. So overall, this week was really great for the second week being home, and I just know that it'll only get better and better from here. But yeah, I'll see y'all for the week 3 update. Bye.